Yo, what's going on? Alex here. We are back again with another Q&A. So, here's the deal. A couple weeks ago on the blog, put out some feelers, questions, something like that. I made a post and I basically said, what things do you have going on in this upcoming season? Things that are going on in the mind that you want to figure out, that you want to fix, all right? And we got a lot of questions back in the comment section. I went through a lot of them. Thank you, by the way, if you sent in a question. If you didn't, very disappointed in you. Anyways, through the questions, and one of the main questions that just keeps showing up over and over and over again is this idea of confidence. How can I be more confident on the basketball court? Okay. By the way, if my voice is messed up at all, I can't really tell. I apologize. I've just been going really hard the last few days. I kind of lost my voice earlier today, filming this at night. I feel like I got my voice back. If I didn't, turn up your volume. All right, just turn up the volume. Just crank it up. All right, enough blabbering. Anyways, confidence. Big deal, right? Everyone wants to be more confident. Everyone feels like they're not confident enough. They feel like if they were confident, all of a sudden that would be the magic pill that would switch it all for them, and they would be awesome, and they would be the player that they envision themselves as, right? If you were as confident as you thought you could be. Here's my take on it. I don't really like the word confident. I really don't. I don't know. It doesn't mean that much to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a state. It's like an emotional state when you're really confident, you feel really good, and you're really open and out there, and you're just free-flowing, right? You're doing exactly what you want to do, and that might be confident to you. But it doesn't mean that much to me. I don't really know what confident means. All I know is I'm either doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? If I'm out there doing everything that I set out to do, if I'm out there doing everything that I want to do, then what did confidence even, who cares? Who cares if you're confident or not? If you're doing exactly what you want to do and you're doing it the way that you want to do it, I guess you could look back on that occasion and be like, yeah, I guess when I did everything that I wanted to do, I was confident, but it didn't matter, right? It's because you did exactly what you wanted to do at exactly the time you wanted to do it and exactly the way you wanted to do it, regardless of who was there or who you were doing it with or against, right? You just did it. That's confident, all right? Let's just call it that. Let's put a different definition on this. Let me think of one really quick right now. Let's say instead of being confident, it's basically you want to be doing exactly what you want to do in exactly the way that you want to do it. Okay, total intent, I guess. Just doing exactly what it is you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. If you're doing that all the time, you're naturally confident. You don't have to worry about it. It's just it's just a word, right? So if that's what you're going for on the court, okay, doing exactly what you want to do in the way you want to do it, when you want to do it, and you're not doing that. You're on the court and maybe you're hesitating. You're not taking shots that you know you should be taking when you're open, right? You're passing up open shots, or maybe you're not being aggressive on the court because before you catch the ball in the wing and you see a driving lane, but instead of hitting it or taking it, you pause, you hesitate, it closes up, and you don't do anything, and then you end up standing there for a couple seconds and everyone's looking at you like you're a retard, right? So here's the deal, okay? It is my very firm belief that every single person is naturally totally confident, 100 million percent, 100%, whatever you want to call it, entirely confident. I think that everyone is naturally incredibly confident, okay? Totally. However, what happens is when you start focusing on outcomes, okay, when you start focusing on outcomes, you start throwing crap on top of that natural confidence that everyone has, and it makes your actual confidence lower and lower and lower and lower, okay? So let's think about it this way. Let's say that there's a line right here. Let's say this is peak confidence for everybody. This is 100% right here. What happens is when you start worrying about an outcome, like you're open, say you catch the ball on the wing, three-pointer, you're open, you know you should take the shot, totally no thought about it, right? You should just totally effortlessly go up and knock down the three, but you don't. You hesitate. You pass it up. Why did you do that? Well, for a lot of players, it's because they thought to themselves, right before they shot, they go, well, what would happen if I were to miss the shot? I'm not going to shoot it. And they don't take the shot. Well, what happened was you thought about an outcome. You thought, what's going to happen if I don't make the shot? If I miss this shot, well, that would be an outcome. Okay? And you're asking yourself the wrong question, obviously. You should really be asking yourself, what would happen if I made the shot? But anyways, either way, you're still focusing on an outcome. And what happens is you focus on the outcome, that weighs you down. And what that does is outcomes, like I said, they weigh down that natural confidence. So we go back here, 100% confidence, everybody. You put an outcome on top of that, it doesn't go to 102%, doesn't make you 102 or 105% confident or anything like that. Instead, it weighs it down. So instead of being 100% confident, now you're 90% confident. And then you're on the wing and you pass up a drive, or you make a weak pass, or you worry about this guy guarding you and he's going to rip the ball from you. Something like that. Any outcome. What's the coach thinking? What are my players thinking of me right now? My teammates thinking of me right now? More outcomes. 60% confident. More outcomes. 40% confident. All of a sudden, you're playing on the court with 25% of your natural confidence because you're letting all these different outcomes weigh you down. Okay? So, what can you take from this, young Skywalker? Well, here's what you can take from it, all right? The key is let go of all the outcomes, okay? So let them go away. Just let them float away, dissolve, disappear. They're just not there, okay? You cannot control outcomes. You cannot control outcomes, okay? Things you can't control are things you should not be thinking about, or things you just let go and you focus on the things that you can control. So you catch the ball in the wing, you open for a three. What is it you can control in that situation? Can you 100% control that the shot's going to go in? The answer is no. You can't, right? No one makes 100% of their shots. What you can control, your focus on the shot, the arc on the shot, the rotation on the shot. Did you get your legs in the shot? All the things that you can control is what you should be focusing on. And notice that none of those things are outcomes, right? Right? Right. So, getting your legs into the shot, that's something you can control. It's not an outcome, that's a process. You can focus on that, right? The rotation that you put on the ball when it leaves your hands, that's a process. You can focus on that. You focus on the process, let the outcomes take care of themselves, okay? Literally what you're focusing on is doing the things that you want to do exactly the way you want to do them when you want to do them. You focus on your actions, right? On your processes. You let the outcomes take care of themselves. And what happens is when you do that, you're just focusing on my actions, my processes, my action, my process, all of that, and outcomes don't mean anything. You're back to 100% confidence, and you're out there flowing, and you don't really give a shit. That's what not getting. Letting go of an outcome is a very it's more associated with more Eastern philosophy and stuff like that. And it makes perfect sense and it's 100% correct. But I don't know that it means that much to you or to me as something maybe if we instead said you just can't give a fuck. Okay, pardon my French, but not really. Letting go of an outcome is just I don't give a fuck, right? Not giving a fuck, not giving a shit. It's doing exactly what you want to do and the way you want to do it, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, across the board. Okay? And whether it's going to work out perfectly and you're going to knock down the three and you're going to score 1,000,000 points this game and you're going to be the superstar of the world, or you're going to miss that shot, it doesn't matter either way. As long as you focused on what you were doing and what you could control, you're going to be totally confident. And counterintuitively, when you do this, the outcome that you do want, the 1,000,000 points in a game or whatever, well, it happens to happen a lot more often when you're doing that. Okay? So let's recap real quick. All right, let's give a recap because I feel like I didn't even understand exactly what I just said in my brain. 100% confidence. Everyone is here naturally. This is where we naturally are. When we focus on outcomes, like is this shot going to go in? Or labels. What is my coach going to think of me? What are my teammates going to think of me? When we focus on judgments, what are they going to think of me? Is the scout gonna like my style? What's he going to think of me? Is my handles going to be on tonight? Am I is this crossover going to work on this defender? All of these things, outcomes, labels, judgments, all of them, they weigh down your natural confidence. Okay? Instead, let go of the outcomes, the labels, and judgments. Let go. Don't give a fuck what the scout thinks about you. You can't control what he's going to think. Okay? Don't care what your teammates are going to think about you taking this shot. If it's the right shot, then of course they're going to respect that shot. Of course you're out there doing your thing. Of course they're going to respect it. Okay? Don't worry if the shot's going to go in, if it's going to go in, if it's going to go out, if you're going to make it or whatever. You can't necessarily control that. Okay? Let go of all of that and just do you and just do your thing. Okay? And what happens is you let go of all that stuff and you're just doing your thing, acting through your own intentions, and doing exactly what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. I think I said that already. But you let all that go and all of a sudden your confidence goes back to that 100% natural set point and you're just free flowing. Okay? You're just doing everything that you want to do because you don't really give a fuck about the outcome. Okay? If that did not make sense, please leave a question below me here and I will answer them. But hopefully that helps you guys out who are wondering about this whole confidence thing in games. It really comes to focusing on outcomes and they weigh you down and they mess with your head and all these bad things happen. You just let them go. Do you. You're the man anyways, right? Listen, come here. Talk to me. You are the man. You got this. Peace.